So HighLevel has dropped AI Studio and it does change the game quite a bit. Firstly, what is it? AI Studio is a conversational AI-powered builder that helps you turn ideas into working digital experiences. It can generate layouts, content, images, multi-step surveys, custom calendar booking flows, and branded forms from a prompt that lets you refine the result through more prompts. So you build things through a conversational area. Usually with these AI products, you have the AI separate and you have to connect it into your CRM. That gets pretty complicated, but with this update, it brings the AI straight into your CRM without any connection needed. In this video, I'll show you 3 examples of how it can be used. So let's take a look at how it works. So inside your HighLevel sub account, you're going to come over to AI Studio on the left-hand side. If you do not see this, then you have to switch it on inside of Labs. You can do that by coming up here, switching to Agency View, coming down to Settings, and then scroll all the way down to Labs. Then just go to Sub Accounts, and then make your way down to AI Studio. Once you find it, click on Activate Feature, select your sub account, and then click on Enable. Then when you click on Save, it will show up. So once you're back inside your sub account, make your way over to AI Studio. It will then take you inside of this dashboard. On the left-hand side here, we have the Home section, all the projects, your Start projects, and then your recent activity. Then at the bottom here, just like the ones at the top, we have My Projects, Start, and then Templates. Under Templates, you can see all the different things that you can create. Things like landing pages, dashboards, e-commerce, portfolios, blogs, to-do list, chat application, food ordering, a fitness tracker, social media feed, calendar, and a weather app. If you click on one of these, then you'll have a pre-built prompt that you can just click on enter and it will build it. But if you want to start from scratch, then come up to the top here and then type in your prompt right at the top. You can click on this plus button if you want to add any media or attachments. So I've gone ahead and already created 3 prompts. The first one is to build a modern ROI calculator for a marketing agency. The next one will be to build a 2-page funnel inspired by Nike's style. And then the third one will be to create a modern weather dashboard for California. That last one is a really random example, but I thought it would be cool to show it. If you need help writing the prompt, just take it to ChatGPT, give all the details, and then ask it to turn that into a prompt. Once you have it, come over to this bar and click on paste. And then when you click on enter, you'll see on the left-hand side that AI will begin building it. Please note that it does take a few minutes to produce the result. In my case, just after 40 seconds, it created the ROI calculator. It's quite an excellent result already. You can see this page is fully usable, where in my case, I can adjust the monthly ad spend, the cost per lead, as well as the closing rate. Then if I scroll a bit down, then on the right-hand side here, I will see the result of this calculator. So if I want to adjust things inside of this page, please note that it doesn't work like the website builder or the funnel builder. Inside of those builders, you can move each element manually, whereas here you have to type it conversationally. So if I wanted to adjust this green color to blue, then I can just say here, change the neon green to neon blue. Then when I click on enter, and just like that, it adjusted the colors to blue. Again, please note, it is not like the website builder where you can change each individual element. This entire thing is code. If you want to view that code, then you can come up here and click on code. If you understand this language, then you can come here and make your manual adjustments. If you want to see the preview again, click on this button and it will take you back here. If you want to view your previous history, then click on this button up here. This will show you previous versions of your assets. So if I wanted to change it back to the green one, then I can click on it and then click on the right-hand side here, restore this version. For now, I'll leave it on the one I have. And then if I want to toggle the sidebar closed, then just click on this button up here and it will minimize it. Then on the left-hand side, we have this drop-down menu, which has a few shortcuts like the version history, star, moving this to a folder, going into settings and changing the appearance from, in my case, dark to light or system. If we want to refresh the preview, then click on this button up here. And if we want to open the preview in a new tab, then click on this button. For my next prompt, I'm going to create a 2-step page. So I'm just going to paste my prompt over here. Click on enter and it will start creating the design. In a moment, I'm also going to show you how to connect your calendar and forms to this page. Since it's code, it's a little bit different to the website builder, but it's also pretty easy. I'm actually quite curious to see the result of this one because I asked it to create a 2-page funnel inspired by Nike's style. So let's see what it produces. Okay, this one definitely took a little bit longer than the previous one, obviously because there was more things to build. So here is my Nike inspired funnel. And as you can see, it's just a page. But what's so cool about this is that we can connect this page straight into our CRM. So let's say we want this form to work or we want to add one that we already created. On the left hand side here, we just type that as a prompt. Just before I do that, you'll see at my prompt over here, if I click on show more, as you can see on my prompt here, I said that on the second page, I want to add a booking calendar so that people can schedule a call. Usually if you mention a calendar, then it will tell you to select from the calendars already created so that it can pass the information between that page and the CRM. Then from there, you can run your automations like normal. I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. So I just wanted to quickly jump in here because there was recently a brand new update regarding the trigger or the form inside of the AI Studio. This literally came out after we finished the recording of this video as well, so I just wanted to quickly add this in. So the new feature is that they simplified the entire form submission process and the trigger inside of the automation. So what this means is that if you have a form already on your AI Studio website, you need to type in reintegrate the form. This will then refresh the form that's already on your website and update it with the new rules. So if I want to refresh this form over here, I'm just going to type in reintegrate the form, click on enter. For some reason it didn't work, so I'm going to try it again. Click on enter. Once it's complete, it will say that it's reintegrated the booking form. Now if you go back to your automation by clicking go back again, coming down to automation, then under add new trigger, you're going to scroll all the way down to AI Studio form submitted. Click on this, click add filter, and then you want to select the form that's on your site. So click select AI Studio project, then say is, and then select the project that you created. From there, click on save trigger. After you do that, you can build your workflow as you would normally do. If I wanted to send an SMS after somebody submitted that form, then I can just click on plus, type an SMS, click on send SMS, type my message, and click on save action. Once you're happy with your workflow, click on publish and save in the top right corner. Again, this is a much simpler process of what it was just a few weeks ago, where all you have to do is add the form on the AI Studio website, then come over to automation, select the form as the trigger, and then build your automation like normal. And now I'll show you how to do it with calendars. So all I'm going to do is type that in the prompt. I'm going to say change the form on the first page to a calendar and click on enter. Okay, so change that form to a calendar now. It's an interactive calendar where I can choose the date as well as the times. So now visually the calendar is there, but now we want to connect that calendar to the CRM. So again, you're going to type that as a prompt, click on enter. It's going to ask you to verify that you want to connect it to the CRM. Click on connect. If you have not connected your calendar before, then it will give you a list of all the different calendars that you already have that you can just choose the right one and it will automatically connect. Once it's done, it will tell you that it's fully connected the calendar to your CRM tracking system. What is similar to the website builder is that you can adjust each individual element without changing the entire page, but again, you have to do it conversationally. So if you come down to visual edits in the bottom left corner, then just hover over to the section that you want to change, click on it, and then at the bottom here, you can ask AI to adjust it, or you can just come up here and change the text. Hey, so I quickly want to jump in here in case it wasn't too clear during the video, but this calendar system over here, this is mainly a front-facing calendar user interface. This isn't a real calendar, but the system will connect it to a pre-existing calendar that you have created inside of HighLevel. So how it works is you just say, hey, you want a calendar on this page. It will create this calendar over here, but then it will ask you which calendar do you want to connect it to, which will be just a conversation section on the left-hand side. And it will give you a list of all your calendars that you have created. So you just select on the one, and then once you do, it will automatically send a message like this, pretty much saying that connected to this calendar, which is the one that you choose. And then from there, when somebody checks out over here, adds the information, it will book on that calendar that you selected. Just to show you an example, I asked it what was the name of the calendar connected to this one, and it told me that it was the simple calendar test, which as you can see under calendars, we do have that calendar called simple calendar test. And then I also did a test booking on the 13th at midnight, 6 p.m. my time, and there is the booking over here. So it does work. It works the same way with forms. It will be connected to a pre-existing form, but unfortunately, at least yet, we cannot parser this entire website into the HighLevel website builder and change like individual things with a more customized way. Currently, we can only do it via prompts, or down here, the visual editor, which just click on visual edits. And as you can see, you can highlight over certain sections, which again, you can't even delete it like the usual way, but you can change the wording. So instead of typing a brand new prompt to say, change the sentence to elite performances coaching, you can just come up here and change it yourself up here, and it will save over there. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more prompt. This will be the weather app. It's a silly example, and I'm not sure why you would use this in real life or why you wouldn't just go to Google and search, but let's see what it produces. All right, so my weather dashboard is now created. I'm not sure how it pulls its data. It's the same way that ChatGPT does, so however they do that. But here's a nice interactive weather dashboard in case for some reason if I ever wanted to create it. An important thing to know is that you can attach images to the prompts to add it inside the design, but those images are recreations and not the exact copy. Okay, let's talk about the costs. So users can choose between usage-based billing, which charges you based on the amount of credits that you use. And here is a screenshot of that so that you can read through those figures. Just to quickly jump in here to explain this, for the features marked unlimited under the AI Employees Unlimited plan, there are no monthly usage caps for those features. You can use them without the monthly limits that apply to the AI Employees Growth plan. Then for the 3 times usage included, this is for Ask AI and AI Studio. This means that the AI Employees Unlimited plan includes 3 times the amount of the Ask AI and AI Studio usage compared to the AI Employee Growth plan. It is not unlimited usage for those features. Once the included usage is exhausted, any additional usage will be billed according to the applicable rates. Then the ad token cost for Agent Studio. Agent Studio is billed separately based on the AI tokens consumed by your agents. This means there is no fixed monthly allowance
allowance or unlimited usage included with any of these plans. The cost depends on the amount of AI processing or tokens used by the Agent Studio agents. So in summary, the unlimited is no monthly usage limit for those features. The 3 times usage included means 3 times the included usage allowance compared to the growth plan, but it is not unlimited. And the ad token cost means usage is charged based on the number of AI tokens consumed. There is no included or unlimited allocation for Agent Studio.
And that's a walkthrough of AI Studio inside of HighLevel. It's a pretty cool innovation in the CRM space, which goes beyond just letting AI only write copy for things. I'm curious to see how far they develop this, and let us know in the comments what you hope AI Studio can eventually do. If you're new and you would like to try AI Studio for yourself, then we will leave a link that will give you free 30 days and some bonuses too. I hope you enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.